According to World Health Organization, there are 2.3 million people who are visually impaired across the globe. But unfortunately, 70% of them are not employed. Lack of proper education, mentorship, attitude of the parents, society, etc. are the major reasons behind that. But fortunately, assistive technology contributed substantially to uplift them. Assistive technology is either a service or a product that can be accessed by people with any abilities. For example, iPhone. This is my iPhone. So this is a touch screen device. As a visually impaired person, I cannot use these things. Can you see? I am touching here and there, but I am not listening to any voice. I am not hearing any voice. Fortunately, let me express my sincere gratitude to Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. He substantially contributed to the world through implementing accessibility to iPhone. Let us see the change right now.
10:42, Friday, settings, 11 minutes ago, iPhone not backed up. This iPhone hasn't been press home to open, button. Dock, Safari, phone, page 2 of 8, settings, wallet, home.
So it is announcing everything. I am using a software called VoiceOver. VoiceOver is a software which can provide output for all user interface and other messages appeared on the screen through audio. Fortunately, I am in a position to use this iPhone as my office in my pocket. I use it for email communication, library, video conference, and remote related activities, etc. Because in my research and development, my team belongs to United States. So I coordinate all of the activities with them, including file transfer, etc. etc. So thanks to Apple. So you have seen the power of assistive technology. So we have different platforms such as Windows, Macintosh, Android, Linux, etc. Fortunately, all platforms are accessible for the blind. As a result of hard work, dedication, etc., blind people are working from sweeping job to rocket scientist in NASA. Since I am a researcher from different part of the world, I collected the information and interacted with these people. In United States, the blind people are working as software engineers, rocket scientists, professors, advocates, expert in robotics, accessibility, system designing, testing, etc. etc. As a developing country, India can do wonderful job to upgrade their life. As a researcher, I did start a computer center with the help of Government of Kerala. Now there are so many areas where the blind can shine as a normal person. So let us talk about educational and entertainment activities which is accessible for the blind. So first of all, let us have a discussion with entertainment, because that is a new information for different participants who are attending this webinar. That is video description. Do you know how a blind can enjoy movies? If I come with you to a theater. There will be so many appearances in the screen. I will be in a position to hear the dialogue. But unfortunately, you also won't be in a position to tell every movement of a film within 3 hours. Fortunately, an application called XL Cinema, alphabet X and L Cinema. By the support of that application, I can listen movie as a blind person along with sighted person in any theater across the globe. XL Cinema provide video description of movies. There are different movies available in Hindi such as Sholay, Hacked, etc. etc. Last month I was in Delhi. I was enjoying the movie Hacked with audio description along with common men in a large theater. Same thing I have done 4 years back in Washington DC. We were enjoying drama. I was along with sighted person and I had another blind friends of me were enjoying this drama. We enjoyed and we were laughing when the comedy happens, everything. So I was also praying to God at that time when our country will have the facility. Now it has come, it is a time for that. So blind people are in a position to enjoy so many film along with audio description. Audio description is a procedure to describe the screen in audio format. An additional track will be synchronized with the current movie. There is an option in that software to synchronize audio described dialogue along with the film. So we will be in a position to understand what is the hero doing, what is hero whether he is fighting, whether he is running, etc. etc. So that will be a good platform for enjoyment in entertainment activities. Next one, I would like to emphasize on library system for the blind. I am a person who has done internship from Library of Congress, United States. I was conducting some research about accessible library system. Cloud computing has contributed substantially for outreach of libraries and other streaming services for the blind. There is a library system called Sugamya Pustakalaya. Websites and other details are included in my PowerPoint for further reference. Sugamya Pustakalaya is one of the largest library in our country dedicated for the blind. That is a network of library services for the blind across the globe. For example, Bookshare International. Bookshare International is a largest library services for the blind across the globe. They have contributed more than 4 lakhs books for the blind for India. And there is Accessible Book Consortium. That is a consortium for producing accessible books for persons with print impairment. And there is also a network of library system across the country dedicated for the blind. Desi Forum of India. Desi Forum of India is a network of all library services for the blind across the country. So they are maintaining this library along with the support from data consultancy service. So we have a dedicated server. If we search particular books, that will be doing the search from different sources including ABC, Bookshare, Indian collections, etc. So we will be in a position to download and use it in our primary content consumption devices such as laptop, iPad, tablets, Android phone, iPhone, etc. So we have multiple access So if I travel in a flight or train, I used to download several books from the library and read it, and it can be used for academical purpose. So many universities across the globe also upload their content for the blind. So the students will be in a position to download their content for education or reference purposes. Then my final and third point is employment. Skill with computer always lead a person with blindness for a successful career. So knowledge in ICT, that means information and communication technology, which is mandatory for a person with visual impairment for a successful life. I always recommend to have or try obtain knowledge in information and communication technology without any delay. So I request that listeners, especially those who are teachers or educators, etc., to provide that sort of facilities for your education facilitation procedures that will lead from poverty to employment. In our country also, we have 70% of unemployment rate. With assistive technology, we can have an independent life. I use my technologies for navigation, ticket booking, internet surfing, ordering food. Almost 99% of my life is driven by assistive technology, especially for identifying currency, etc., etc. So before the conclusion, my request is this: if you find a blind person, always encourage them and also support them to use assistive technologies as much as they can.